Hey, buddy, watch this.
Hello, Regis Gilman is the name and Hearthstone is the game, and it's time to learn more about the world of deck recipes in Hearthstone. In other words, still playing through all the deck recipes currently in the game to get a feel, get some sort of idea for how good Whizbang the Wonderful might be in the Boomsday Project. Are deck recipe decks competitively viable? Do they work? Do they make sense? I don't really know, but we're going to find out by playing them all. So I still have 6 deck recipe decks to go. Warlock, Mage, and Priest are coming up in this video, so join me in part 2 here of my Whizbang the Wonderful simulator. You basically just get a random deck every time that's moderately okay, not a good deck. And does that mean you can be competitive or not? I don't know. We're testing to see how good Blizzard is at building decks, because frankly I've never really played the deck recipes before. I don't know how good they are. We've made it through the first 6 classes. I have 3 classes remaining and a little bit of time today. So we're going to continue simulating the world of Whizbang the Wonderful to see, can Blizzard actually make decks that compete or not? Will this data extrapolate to the Boomsday perfectly? No, but I think it'll give us a pretty good sense of where these decks stand on the average power level scale, right? Are they way below or are they somewhat competitive? That said, first deck recipe for Warlock is apparently the Dark Pact. Good name. We're going to call it the Whizbang number 13, although I think we need to hit this first, otherwise it messes up. Whizbang number 13. And let's see. It's, okay, Gul'dan, Voidlord. It's like a control Warlock. Oh, it's just like Q-Block. It's pretty much a straight-up Q-Block deck. With Dark Possession, though. That's kind of cool. Okay. I mean, this can work. This looks like a slight Q-Block variant. This 100% will work. I don't know if we'll win the one game we play with it, but by God, it's going to be okay. All right, Whizbang number 13. I didn't realize that was a deck recipe. If you get that one, you're going to be pretty happy. Hey, Chris 511C. Sorry, Chris. I don't mean to hold you hostage, man. Just watch if you don't feel like playing. I think it can still be fun to just watch Hearthstone, even if you're not playing, right? There's still some joy to be had there. So maybe just hang out and watch. Chances are you'll repeat one deck multiple times and get all 18 random, so for Simulator you must play a certain deck 2 times, aka 2 times free Shaman. Well, it is true, of course, that we're not really simulating randomness, but we kind of are, right, in the scheme of things, because over a large enough distribution, you know, over a million players.
Are you going to do a speculative custom card video with the legendaries from the new comic? Myra Rotspring, Zarek the Cloner, Boommaster Flurk, maybe Dead Ringer.
Donzel, let me finish my thought and I'll get to that. So what was I talking about? Over a large enough distribution of games, right, which eventually Whizbang would have, you know, there's going to be a million games of Whizbang or whatever. It's going to be basically, you know, every deck will get played exactly the same amount because it's going to average out because it's random. So we're sort of simulating that, right, more than what an individual player's outlook might look like. Basically, we're just seeing, like, is this deck competitive? So far, we are 3-9. Now, that doesn't really say as much as just our sense. I think 3 or 4 of the games that we lost, we were competitive in and had a chance to win. So I would say so far, roughly half of the deck recipe decks have felt good. Maybe not great, but good. And this one particularly seems strong. So, right now, my thought is, with Whizbang, you can compete if you're not necessarily going to excel. Which is about what I'd expect. And I think, by the way, fine. That's a completely fine outcome. You don't need Whizbang to be super competitive for it to be a good card. Well, alright. We're just going to burn a coin, I guess, because I don't really want to, though. I'm actually going to burn a Mortal Coil, because this Skull of the Minari right now is fantastic with a coin next turn. We have a lot of good demons already. So, and we have Lackey and the Dark Pact and Gul'dan in hand. This looks like perhaps just a spiteful druid, which is scary, but if we get these Void Lords and stuff on lock, we shouldn't have too much trouble making it work. So, Donzel, thank you for the 100 bits, and I'm not going to do a speculative video. If the comic had come out like 3 days ago, I would. The problem is, new cards are going to be getting revealed tomorrow, so by the time I got the video out, like, the real cards themselves would already be hitting. And I don't want to get in a spot where I'm like barely outpacing the new cards actually getting revealed, right? Not to mention I just have a lot of stuff to get done right now as far as the expansion is concerned. Like, I gotta make my own card reveal video and all this kinds of stuff that I've never had to think about before. So, there's still a lot getting figured out there for me on that side of it, too. Oh, man. This is kind of tough. Like, we don't really have a lot of things that I like. We're close to dead. I need to get a deck tracker up. I'll do that here in a second. I'm actually going to keep this chip down because of Lord Godfrey. Eventually, I might want some of these lower health guys out there, or just a file, too. I don't know. Like, if he trades here, it goes down to 5 or 4 or some random amount. Anyway, let's get that deck tracker rolling, rolling. I'm so far behind on chat right now. Look at that board, my god! What on earth? I'm gonna get a Void Lord, but do I have some sort of good defile? It's always a question. So we can put this at 2, 1, 2, 3. Nothing is at 4 right now. But I don't really care. I can just clear everything except the Tar Creeper. That's actually kind of fine. And then my Doomguard will also survive. That's sort of perfect. Right. 1, 2, 3. This lives and these live, which is exactly what I want. I hope there wasn't some kind of better way to do this, maybe, but... Oh, I can even Mortal Coil this, too. I might even Dark Pact my Doomguard. Well, no. He doesn't have any direct damage as a Spiteful deck. So... there's no, like, double swipe risk here, I don't think. Because this does look like a Spiteful deck. It could theoretically still be something else other than a Spiteful deck, but I'm fairly confident it's just a Spiteful deck, so let's just hang tight. So anyway, Donzelditis, I thought the comic was awesome. I love seeing sneak peeks. I'm a conspiracy theorist and theory crafter at heart. Like, that's super exciting. But just from a time standpoint, I'm not going to have room. So Roxy says he gave me Photoshop ideas. I got to catch up. I've been talking too much. I am a god of Hearthstone. No context required. You're right. Who needs context there? I guess we'll just Lackey Pact. Packy Lacked, I said. That's fine. We'd probably just trade into this. We could do like a Hellfire play that's not bad, right? We could trade Hellfire. This is still alive. The problem is that puts me down to 5 and I have 3 mana left. Is that something I want to do? What about Lord Godfrey? Is that ever relevant? Not really. The Hellfire's looking pretty good, and he just does not have direct damage. He could silence this. I'm actually just gonna Hellfire, I think, guys. I might even take the trade here to Hellfire to keep this alive, and that way I just get all the 1/3s in the pool. As opposed to using this. Because that's a little bit susceptible to silence, and I can then tap, and I can just Dark Pact one of these for... I might should have Dark Pacted that. No, at 2 health, that's good. If it was at 1 health, I should have Dark Pacted it, but at 2 health, that's fine. Just to stay out of any sort of emergency. I lose the Possessed Lackey activation, but I'm not going to have time for 2 of those before I play Gul'dan anyway, I don't think. I might do 1. Oh, no. Oh, Voodoo Doll's good, though. We're all good. We can Voodoo Doll Dark Pact, so we can answer the second Spiteful. That's nice. Otherwise, we'd be screwed. The face you make when opening Golden Legendary should be on your pack opening videos. Yeah, I do make a good face, probably. Pretty funny face. Hey, Tolerant Cactus. Hey, M405. Guys, I'm gonna have to skip some chat and just say hello. Hey, Cinelian. Hey, Life Spice. What happens with a Golden Whizbang? I would assume you get a full Golden deck, but I don't know that for certain. I don't know that for sure. I don't know if anybody does. Can we do anything cool with just Godfrey here? Like, we can take that to 6, right? And then we have 2, 4, 6. Yeah, let's just take that to 6. We can just do Godfrey. I think that's fine. Again, I don't think we can take any direct damage here that's relevant. He might, like, Ultimate Infestation our face. But, I can handle that. The only thing is Lord Godfrey does get kind of good later, but that's okay. Voodoo Doll might be good later, too. We're 1 away from Gul'dan, so we can Packy or Lackey Pact. I keep saying that backwards, man. 7 damage. Oh, Leroy Hero Power. Oh no, I forgot about Leroy Hero Power. Oh, thank God. He can definitely do 7. Leroy Hero Power is very possible. Very possible. Whoa, that's surprising to me. Leroy Hero Power, guys. Totally forgot that was a possibility. 100% forgot that could happen. 100%. Totally forgot.
I checked the stream countdown and it said you weren't going to be on until tomorrow. This is a pleasant surprise. PogChamp.
Yeah, I get a surprise bonus stream, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I got a little time this afternoon, so I hopped on. I'm glad to hear you're excited about it. Sorry I couldn't provide more notice, but that's just how it works sometimes. Alright, so, I mean, we can, like, trade here and then Spellstone this. This thing's still alive. I go to 10. You could theoretically do 10, but I could Dark Pact this if I feel like I'm getting desperate. I don't know. I just want to be careful because... Oh, I can just do this. This is fine. I lose this hardcore removal, but I get out of range and I set up for my Gul'dan next turn, so that's really the thing that matters most. And I didn't ever use these lackeys. I feel like we could have had a more optimal way to do that at some point, but that's okay. The Dark Pact is cube block without cubes. Yeah, this doesn't have cubes, I realized after I said that originally. It's going good. Blue Zombie Blood. Hey, Motor Nation Gaming. Hey, Farfetched. Hey, Frequency. It's a good name. Frequency. Hey, Gontonzel. Hey MCFC, hey Faerun, hey Mullet, hey DK Pepper, hey D-Day. Hey Monkey Bomb. Do you think Dr. Boom will come back? Yeah, I think he's guaranteed to come back. Yeah, absolutely coming back. 100%. Alright, so I guess we just straight up play the board here because... Actually, no, we're going to just end the game. I take it back. We're going to go for the win. Because these things just don't contest that well, and unless he hits exactly Ultimate Infestation, his outs are minimal. Oh my god. Wow. Well, that was about as hard of a swing as I think he could have had. So, that sucks. That's not what I wanted. Hopefully that hits here. Man. That's no fun at all. That's also bad. Jeez, dude. Jeez. 8, 9, 12. I think going face now is a little bit too risky. Alright, that's pretty good. I could have killed this. I know there's some downside, but I think we should have enough to win next turn. Well, maybe not, actually. We're at 10, 13. I take that back. We actually won't. Oh my god, pink spam. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so out of it. I've got to get this going. I'm the worst. I'm like 8 minutes behind chat, I think. I think I might literally be 5 minutes behind chat. I gotta catch up. Hey, CD. Hey, Lightbringer. Hey, Zerson. Hey, Wanaliso. Again, thanks for the sub. Hey, Gian Loy. Loa. Hey, Arthenon. Hey, Karaji.
My
hey, Pitar.
favorite Hearthstone streamer. Really enjoyed watching you with your unboxing video. Trying to figure out what all those bartending tools were. Huge laugh for me. Love what you do, brother. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much, Real Player G35, man, for the 200 bits. That's nice, and thanks for the kind words. I'm glad you got joy out of my my ignorance and embarrassment. Seriously, I am. It's fun. It's good. Your voice is actually so amazingly soothing. I love it. Wow, that's surprising to hear, but thank you. Never thought I had a strong voice, but some people say that. It always surprises me. Thank you, Mage Old Dessert, for the pink spam reminder. Good to see you, buddy. I'm actually not that far behind. Okay, I skipped a little bit, guys. If I skipped some awesome important message you had and you want me to read it, please feel free to repeat it. Right? Feel free to say it again. Man, I've like almost thrown the game, guys. Does Defile? We got a 1. Can very easily make a 2. Then we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Defile clears the board, but is that something I want to happen? Do I have any sort of lethal here? Trade, hero power, trade. Trade. I don't think I have any sort of lethal. I could just Packy Defile to clear the board. I get a Void Lord or a Despicable Dreadlord. I get to hit face for 3. Is there any way to keep my stuff alive by creating a gap? I could gap the 6 and the 5. I think this keeps my Doomguard alive for lethal, right? Yeah, okay. I just had to make the gap. It was a little hard to spot. Hey, Mike Hoodie dude, how's it going? Are you gonna review the cards from tomorrow's stream? Yeah, absolutely. I'll try to get up a video as soon as I can. Saving some time tomorrow to make a video after the reveal stream. Trade Defile, let 3, 6, and 5, 7 live for lethal. We made it work. I don't know if there was maybe there's a way to keep Renner alive too. I don't know, but how do you feel about this card? Let me take a look. Bro, you can't be mixing the Possessed and the Lackey in that way. I don't know what that means, but I didn't make the deck. But it worked! It won, guys! We did it! Whizbang number 13 is a success. Success experiment number 13. Results positive. So, you know, a worse version of Cube Lock without cubes, it looks like. But still, you know, pretty good. If you got this out of your Whizbang, I think you'd be pretty pumped. You'd have a fairly competitive deck. I would be, at least. That would be one I'd be very, very happy to see. So now let's go on to Whizbang number 14, Witch's Bargain. This is not going to be as good, I can tell you. It's just based on the artwork. What is Witch's Bargain? Whizbang number 14. Oopsie daisy. Number 14. Okay, so a self-harm deck it looks like here with Blood Witch and Happy Ghoul, some Life Steal, Fiendish Circle. Oh no, they tried to make a Witchwood deck and it looks terrible. We might still be able to win with like Linda Crowskin and a Sea Giant or Blood Reaver Gul'dan. Like there's ways to win, but this looks real bad. Oh, I see what you're saying. I got you, Naza. Thanks for the warning there. Good to keep in mind. How do you feel about this card? Let's see. Counter to Kingsbane with some Boomsday flavor. The Master of Enhancements. A 4-mana 4/4. Legendary for Warrior. Custom card. Equip a 1/1 Blades for hands for each player. Immune. You cannot equip weapons. Yeah. I like it. That sounds good. Better than weapon removal, of course, for Kingsbane. Otherwise, not quite as good. Fiendish Circle? Ooh, I know. Alright, this might get me something. Against Paladin, this is very, very good. So, let's try this. Man, this deck is all over the place, guys. Look at this deck. It has so much random stuff in it. We're gonna get ran over. This doesn't even, oh, it does have Despicable Dread. Oh, that's a possible win. That's a possible win. I think the Witchwood Imp is better for us in this matchup because it has Stealth, which plays into our Sea Giants. So, let's try it. Did you win the last match? We did. Yeah, we got there. A little bit of a tough, lethal spot, but we made it work. As someone who never plays Cube Lock, those things don't always come intuitively to me, the Cube Lock lethals. I really have to sort through them still. You gotta figure out all that Defile math on the way. It's like, I think I've played less Cube Lock than a vast majority of people. Streamers in particular. Gonna do some lurking tonight. Sure thing, Andrea, dude, that's fine. Spam those lurker emotes, man. That's all I need to see. I want my lurkers never emote me. I guess that's because they're lurking. But that's why we have the lurker emote. The tar lurker emote. Oh my god, these sea giants are already getting cheap. Man, oh man. Go ahead and coin that Lost in the Jungle. I know you want to. I know you dirty paladin. You want to coin that Lost in the Jungle. Do it. Coin that Lost in the Jungle. Do it. I know you want to. Yeah, you're gonna do it. Oh, it's Blessing of Might. No, that's not what I wanted. That is not it. Oh man. No, 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 no. This is so good for Sea Giant 2, though. All right. Crap. I mean, I guess we'll just value trade instead of killing that right now. It still contests. I don't think we get beat by the weapon here unless it's Divine Shield exactly, so let's see. Stonehill is a little more annoying. A little more plot twist, yeah, no joke. Exactly. It's for lurking. Hey, there's some lurkers. There we go, guys. Thank you again, and Buddha screwed. Regnalord. Well, that's actually not my lurk emote, but hey, it works, so I'll take it. I like you got two other lurking emotes, and they both look like they kind of match my lurker emotes, so it's perfect. Hey, Brayton. Hey, Blue Zombie Blood, Magic Loki. Again, guys, if I missed your message when you joined the stream, please forgive me. I did not mean to. I promise. I'm just gonna play for this. He's going to try to kill me. He's not going to contest these. He's going to kill one of them, of course, with the Stonehill. He might not, though, if I do this. He might not take that trade, which leads me into the Sea Giant spam, right? Like, this is the turn we get to play both of these for free. The question is, can we live? We're down to 15 already. 5 on board. We're functionally at 10 health. We have some heal, of course, but, like, this is probably not relevant lifesteal. This is heal. This will damage me to make this better, I guess. What maul was that? Oh, taunt. That's totally fine. He is trading, though. Weird. I didn't expect that. I thought he would... Oh, yeah, okay. It did work. The weapon trade happened, but that plan we took worked. That's a fantastic plan, then. This is a good heal, but if I do it, I can't play the Sea Giants. That's okay, though. He's not going to have much board if I'm down to 8. He's only going to have 2 on board. This is fine. Let's do this. Deathweb Spider. I wish I could play this as well. I could... No, I can't life tap. I need this. Okay, that was a pretty good swing. We now have 16 damage on board. I dig it. And we can heal for 5. That's good. Okay, hopefully we draw a Happy Ghoul this turn. How does he recounter this? Like, what's his plan here? Oh, that's slow. That's slow. We'll hit one of these and go face for 16, I think. Just to avoid any emergencies, like a Leroy for 7 or something next turn that would ruin our day. Flame Imp is good, because, well, I take 1 extra, but it's worth. It's worth. It's worth. Upgrade! There we go. I don't think you'll be able to do 9. Maybe, I don't know, he might. I shouldn't say that, because he might. He might be able to do 9. With 6 mana, I don't think so, actually. Leroy plus Blessing of Might would be the one route, I think, that would get him to lethal here. Which is possible. It's possible. Leroy would hit 4. That's not going to start it up. That's fine. Level up here is a bit of an annoyance, though, because we wouldn't be able to get through these very well. They're all going to be at 4. And I can't kill that 3rd one. So that's a pain. Does he kill my Flame Imp here? Man, I need Despicable Dreadlord. Or the Hellfire that I don't run. The Hellfire that's not in my deck would also be helpful. Drain Soul would be fine. He does take the trade. I'm glad he did that, because that just gives me more time, I think. Man, I really want to tap. I guess I have to. He didn't have lethal previously, and that'll give this lifesteal. Ooh. Oh, man, this is tempting. I think leaving him with that 4 damage on board is a risk I can't take, guys. I just don't think we can take it. Because these are obviously enough to win the game. And now I'm safe. I don't think it was right to play this instead, even though it filled out our curve better. Am I allowed to send a link to a custom card I made? Yeah, sure thing, Naza. People do all the time, man. I never got a welcome message. I don't really care, says Dunkman. But you said to let you know. I think I said, hey, Dunkman. Maybe not. I don't know. Cheerio! How's it going, dude? Thank you for the kind words. Thanks for hanging out. Thoughts on this custom card? Let's see. Oh, I had another one first. Spirit Migration. Fill both players' hands with wisps. I like the idea of encouraging a mill druid build of some sort. That might be too good. Because it's just always going to guarantee a burn on your opponent's turn. And with Naturalize, it would be crazy good. I like that style of play, but I don't know. Guys, we won another game with Whizbang. Warlock 2-0. I think that puts us at a total of 5-9 out of 14 decks. And again, I think, 3 or 4 of those that we lost were very competitive. So far, I'd say, half of our games I felt like we had a deck that could win. So now, let me look at... Oh, Nature Unleashed. I know this one. I saw this one in the submissions. I like it. It's a cool card. I've reviewed about 100 of the submissions so far for video number 2. That one made the cut into like the top 22, I think. I narrowed 100 down to 22. I'm going to cut again, of course, because there's still a lot of cards to go. But I kind of just separated out stuff I didn't think would ever have a chance, essentially, that just didn't look like it was going to make the cut, and left anything that looked good. And that one made the cut. I thought that was a cool looking card. That does not mean it's going to make the final 10 necessarily. It's just it's got some potential for sure. What am I doing next? Deck recipe. That's what we're doing. How do I do this? New deck. And now we're up to Mage. Only 2 classes left. Spells are fun. So fun. Okay. This looks like a big spell mage with Spiteful Summoner even. Holy moly. Alright. Yeah, I can do this. So this is Whizbang number 15? Is that right? Yeah, Whizbang number 15. Let's see how it goes. I dig it. Regis, we're still taking custom cards yesterday. I sent one yesterday. Yeah, you're good until Saturday. I'll close down the form when it's too late, but it'll be basically Saturday of next week. So you'll roughly have 6 days after I post any given video to submit cards. Are you gonna go to a pre-release? If so, which one? I'm not planning that right now, but I guess anything's possible. You mean a pre-release like the tavern things? There's none particularly close to me, but if that changes, I'll definitely let you guys know. 7 Foot Fiend says, hey Reed, when Boomsday comes out, the middle deck recipe will rotate. I know, yeah, 7, we've talked about this a little bit. So the idea is not that we're testing the exact deck recipes, we're simply testing the sort of general quality of deck recipes, right? You probably missed my spiel at the beginning where I introduced this so beautifully and eloquently. But yeah, the idea is just how good in general is Blizzard at building deck recipes, and how can we extrapolate that to the expansion when it hits? Because obviously we can't test the real Boomsday recipes either. We don't know what those are going to look like. So we're not getting a perfect picture by any means. We're just trying to establish a sort of baseline understanding of roughly how good they are. And it looks like we're playing against Shutterwalk here, so although Ancestral Healing is weird, maybe this is like a Giant's Shaman? Ancestral Healing is weird in Shutterwalk. I'm nervous. I don't know what to make of this now. Are you guys as nervous as I am? I don't understand what to make of this. This gives him a good trade. This doesn't really do anything. I guess we're playing this, though. We don't have anything else to do. So yeah, good note, 7 Foot Fiend, for anybody that doesn't understand. Definitely relevant to bring up. Is this a deck recipe? You probably asked about the last one. It was, but as is this, yes. Until we get through them all, we're playing deck recipes. And for the record, I actually think that, you know, early in the expansion for Boomsday, that the new... Maybe this is Shutterwalk. I don't know. That the new deck recipes will... Oh, I'm going to overdraw cards. He's going to burn my cards. Crap. That's kind of okay. I think we're going to lose no matter what, if it's Shutterwalk. So it really doesn't matter. None of these cards are going to beat Shutterwalk. Actually, Pyroblasts are maybe the one thing that could beat Shutterwalk, now that I say that. Oh. Oh. Don't burn the other one, please. Please? Please? Oh, that's fine. I don't care about that. How do I have 3 of these? I guess we got it off our guy there. Alright, I can Meteor this. I think I need to kill that Manatide Totem, so let's Meteor and play the double Tyrants. I could Meteor here to take more attack off, but this is the only threat that really matters, so let's just get that out of the way. And this is quite a bit of pressure with a Pyroblast in hand. Suddenly, you know, it looks like we could maybe put together some damage with Fire from Phoenixes. With Pyroblast, that's a Volcano. Grumble instead, okay. Can freeze out the Grumble, perhaps. I don't like leaving it there, but... I don't want it to attack either. Not really worried about denying him the combo. I'm kind of setting up to kill him at this point, so I guess giving him extra combo opportunity doesn't really matter. How do I submit a card by posting in chat? No, you need to use the link to the to the form submission. It's on the video I posted, or I'll link it to you right now if you give me 2 seconds here. Here you go. It's in chat. You have a cursor over your chin, by the way. What's up with that? I don't know. That's weird to hear. I don't know. That's not something I expected to hear. So I'm not sure. That's a good question, guys. Why is there a cursor over my chin? I didn't see it. Is it gone? I'm probably a little late responding to that, so who knows? Alright, so Healing Rain already around. That's tough. Gonna be hard to get there. Pyroblast into Pyroblast is still a path. Hex on the 4/4. Wow. Look at this guy. Probably need to Flame Strike that again. Probably gotta Flame Strike that. The problem is I lose my Flame Strike against their Knight Chain Gangs. That's the only pain with Nah, I'm gonna ignore it now. I need to get there. I just need to race. I'll kill it next turn maybe if there's a good Flame Strike opportunity, because he's gonna play some Serenite Chain Gang soon, so we'll have to hit that Flame Strike. Thoughts on this component of my legendary spell? Planning on doing one for each spec that will be discoverable through the main spell. Oh my goodness, what is this? Resolute Retribution. I love the artwork. That is awesome artwork. Oh, Flame Strike is garbage, I guess. Wow. Huh.
How are you enjoying these Wiz decks so far?
Might be a little better.
Would you say they're banging? That was bad. I'll leave now.
I think that would be best for all of us, Skin and Buddha, to be honest with you, buddy. I think that would be best for all of us. How are you enjoying these Wiz decks so far? Would you say they're banging? Thank you for the 100 bits, but that's it. I can't thank you for anything else. That's all you get thanked for, okay? That's it. Man, we're getting ruined, guys. Beautiful stuff from him so far. Beautiful stuff. No chance to win here. No chance. Maybe Alana would give us some kind of out, possibly, but... This is 100% Giants. I used to run Ancestral Healing in it. 100%, huh? Catching up with chat. Hindsight's pretty valuable right now, I gotta say. 100% Giants, eh? Alright, 100%. 100% Giants, guys. That's what we heard. 100% Giants. No other possible... No, it can't be anything but Giants. I sent another submission to my card, Shadow Word Legendary, which clears up the text a bit. Please discard the first one. Okay. I'll try to take a look. I'm just going to open up every card, basically, so. May I resubmit a card if I found better artwork for it? Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. How's Whizbang been doing so far? Average, I'd say. Kind of what you'd expect, probably. Did he not get a bounce? He didn't get a bounce. He didn't get a bounce. But does that mean I can win? Because I don't have a way to kill both of these. Man. I have to try, right? Because he killed his Zola. His Grumble's gone. Right? Unless he has Zola in hand. He destroyed the Zola with Himmet. Is there anything I'm forgetting? I didn't think about that, I'll be honest. I didn't really forget. I wouldn't say I forgot it, but I didn't think about it. The Doomsayer dies for free, but I don't have any blizzards left, so there's no
smiley face. Very hyped for Doomsday. Are
no
you?
point at which this ever works.
I love you, Regis. You are the most entertaining entertainer. Less than 3.
Hey, thank you, Eeps, dude. 8 months is insane. I am super hyped for Boomsday. Yeah, of course, man. I'm as hyped as a hype can be. Jaina might buy me the time. She might buy me enough time.
Do not fear power. Fear those who wield it.
Do I keep this up for greed or try to get... Let's see, he's got 14, 21. We're at 30. Man, I gotta keep that up. Oh my god, this is... I don't think we're gonna get there unless I hit the right AoE, and I have a lot of dead cards. I need Dragon's Fury always off the top here. Dragon's Fury is 100% my best option. Always. 100% Dragon's Fury. Please, Dragon's Fury. Please, Dragon's Fury. Please, Dragon's Fury. Please, Dragon's Fury. Oh my god, he actually whiffed on the Shutterwire. I cannot believe we're in this game right now. Dragon's Fury. Dragon's Fury. Dragon's Fury. That's a lucky roll if he has double Lightning Storm. Wow. He high rolled anyway, so he probably would have... Well, no, I mean, that may not have mattered. Alana's too slow, guys. Wow! She's really good, but too slow to win. She doesn't have taunt. Wow, man. So tough. Oh. I think a Meteor would have still left us dead, right? I don't think we could have... If we'd had Meteor and our guy had lived, we could have won. Maybe Fire Plume Phoenix Meteor would have been enough, but we couldn't have drawn 2 cards. It didn't. Oh, we're done. We're done. That was close, though. Wow. Also, Trevor Alex dropping the Twitch Prime sub. Don't want to forget you, buddy. Jumping back in there. Thank you, Trevor Alex, for the Twitch Prime sub as well. Awfully, awfully nice. Welcome, guys. Back up at 450 on the sub count, so thank you for that. So that was close. Man, that felt like a bad big mage deck because it relied on the spiteful stuff a little too hard, but nonetheless still relatively competitive. That's another one that felt winnable for sure. So now we'll move on to Whizbang 16, a Book of Specters deck apparently. This looks like some kind of elemental minion based deck with some Jaina stuff. This looks like you could win a game. Definitely looks winnable. Whizbang number 16. Let's try this out. Am I still in the current cut for custom cards? I don't know, Blue Zombie Blood. I didn't even look at names. I just open up all the cards and wipe the ones that weren't competitive. So, I don't know. I've also only looked at like a third of all entries. So, I may not even have gotten to that point. I just heard a notification whistle. Is your fiancée in the background? She is. I can't hear it because of the headphones probably, but she's actually watching TV. I don't know. I hope it's not coming through too much. Let's see. I gotta catch up. Regis, your beard is so rad. Thanks, man. Beard care suggestions? I'll be honest, I'm not the right person to ask. I think I'm just blessed with a preternaturally okay beard. In other words, I don't really use oils or anything like that. I literally just use soap. That's it. I wash my face. I do trim it, like I do groom it, I keep it shaped and stuff, and I fade up the sides and keep the line here and shave the skin essentially to keep the lines clean as often as I'm willing to. So, I mean, I do put work into it as far as appearance is concerned, but not... Wow! What a terrible start! Book of Specters, hardcore fail. Although, that said, this deck kind of runs a lot of spells for Book of Specters. I don't know. Double Frostbolt, double Fireball. The other Book of Specters, as we saw, Ruby Spellstone. That's quite a few ways to whiff there, I'd have to say. He may not have enough ways to heal to make this trade happen, so that's good. We might just be able to snipe it with a Fire Plume next turn. That's still a good play though. Yeah, we'll just snipe this, that's fine. He might play Voodoo Doctor and take a trade. If he does, that's fine. We'll just snipe that. I don't really care. I cannot believe we threw that. We didn't really throw it, but we lost that game. It was so close. I wouldn't feel confident submitting this at all, but I thought it'd be neat at least. Want to check it out? Sure. Gathering Storm. I have a couple other cards to look at too. I'm going to get to them. Gathering Storm. Wow. I will take that all day. He lost his Light Warden, his Soulfire, and his Fungalmancer just to kill a Tar Creeper? I am so excited that that just happened. That's perfect. That's the best Tar Creeper in the world. I love it. Fungalmancer's like one of the only cards that probably really disrupts us. I guess we'll play this dude. Mountain Giant's not going to be something that's great for us. I think I'll just take the Water Elemental. Theoretically, the Bonfire Elemental is good too. The thing is, I already have a card generation card in hand. We're not exactly light on resources yet, so I think I'll just take the Water Ellie. I'm going to go ahead and go face there. I could trade in preemptively to make this trade clean, but this doesn't die to the ping effect from Dreadlord, so I think leaving it around is fine. There's not a lot that punishes 2 health, I don't think, in Warlock. Like, Soulfire, theoretically, is okay, but not really that scary. Anyway, Gathering Storm, 1 mana spell, custom legendary. Spend all your mana, deal damage equal to the amount spent to all enemies. That's cool. I like a variable AoE. Yeah, that's a neat idea. Name is pretty good, too. Let me go back to this other card. Resolute Retribution, a custom legendary paladin spell. Aura, after your hero is attacked by an enemy minion, deal damage to it equal to the attack of your weapon. So that just lasts forever? That's pretty cool. Well, it doesn't last forever because you got to keep your weapon up, I guess. Yeah, that would really punish anybody without weapon removal. That's scary, kind of. Might be too good, if anything. It's a dangerous effect, I think, but I like the idea of it for sure. Okay. Let's, now that we know that Dreadlord's out of the way, I feel a little safer playing this bad boy, and we're also getting this thing rolling. Blaze Caller's active next turn. This will trade into whatever 3/3 remains, which is nice. Let's catch up with chat. Let's catch up with chat. Hey, Sam, how's it going? Trevor says, been really busy with sports and work the last month or so. Glad to be back. Yeah, good to see you, man. Skyoth says, just be the Q block with Mill Druid, and we got into fatigue on around turn 13 because he faceless my forest guide. That's pretty fun, dude. That's pretty crazy. We can Frostbolt this and then Blaze Caller it next turn or somewhere thereafter, right? Like, we'll deal with it eventually, is my point. I don't know when, but we'll get there on it. And, I don't want to play this game too control-oriented. I need to turn the corner at some point, because Life Tap is eventually going to overwhelm me, right? He's going to get enough cards where Life Tap wins him the game. I do have the Spellstone, which helps me recover that a little bit, but I gotta be careful. Oh, maybe we're not going to snipe the Sea Giant. Oh, never mind. We're going to snipe the Sea Giant. Never mind. We'll get it. We'll get it. Alright, let's do this first. I don't really need to ping, so... Oh, that's good too. Maybe I polymorph it instead. The problem is if he plays like another Sea Giant, I don't have an answer to it if I use the polymorph, right? But the Fireball does a lot of face damage, so there's some value in keeping the Fireball as well, right? I think we'll polymorph. Just because there's value in both. That's gonna go down to 3. Maybe not, actually. I don't know. Let's just try it. I don't know about this. I'm kind of out of stuff. Does he trade here? Dreadlord number 2, maybe. Probably Dreadlord number 2. Yeah. Okay. This plus this is actually pretty good, then. This guy's in the way now. He trades here for sure. This is at 2 health, unfortunately. This plus ping is better. Don't need to use the Arcane Explosion right now. This is kind of what I was talking about, though. I feel like we're into this board state now where... Or game state, I should say, really, where his life tap is eventually going to just overpower us. I need something that flips the script there. Like a Flame Strike, a Jaina... I don't know. Oh, Flame Strike off of this, please. Please? Something, please? Anything? Oh, Fungal Mancer, too. Oh, boy. That's not good. Explosive Runes is not what I needed. Not at all. I don't know if I can leave that damage out. Like, of course I could hit here and here. But this does the most damage.
Feel the burn.
This just doesn't really work very well, guys. That doesn't really do anything right now. I don't like where we're at all. We are in a bad, bad place. We're gonna lose. How's Whizbang been doing so far? No, okay. I'd say okay. Not great, not great. It'd be hard to hit Legend like this, that's for sure. It's the card that turned all mechs and beasts into both tribes. I've shown it to you before. I don't think I got there in the list yet. I don't think I made it that far. But I like that card idea. Cauldron Elemental is the fiendish circle of this deck. That's pretty funny. Did the legendary spell custom card need to be submitted by yesterday? No, you can submit it till next Saturday. You got like 6 days still. I'm not gonna make the other video till Sunday probably. Which video did that guy say you were clickbaiting on that you tweeted about? The most recent one, I think. The Whizbang one. I don't know. I think. I don't know for sure. It looks like he's deleted the comment, so I don't know. I think it was that one though. I just saw it in the the YouTube list, right? So I'm not 100%, but I think it was that one. How do we have so many spellstones, guys? Gotta be a... Oh! Okay. Alright. This buys me some time. This is intriguing here. I like this. Soulfire is still bad, but this buys me some interesting time. So, alright, what do we do here? What do we do? Play 2 elementals, that's not happening today. Well, first off, let's see what this gets me, right? Because this could change everything. Or it won't change anything. One of the two. One of those is gonna happen. So the question becomes, right, like, how am I best gonna maximize my opportunity to clear the board next turn? And I think it's by trying to ensure that I get extra elemental plays here. So I need to draw a cheap elemental here, like Pyros. Play both of them. Nah, that's not enough mana left for that's not enough mana left though, so I don't know if that's gonna work. Well, Firefly would be the best possible outcome. Glacial Shard is about the same difference. I might not should have used that Arcane Explosion. I might should have copied my Archmage. There we go. So if I play 2 of these and play this, that leaves me with 6 mana. That's enough for a Blizzard. It's not enough for a Flame Strike, though. Blizzard would be fine, but I really needed that Flame Strike. If I freeze the right targets, though, then I can actually win with Arcane Explosion. I can stay alive with Arcane Explosion as well. Dragon's Fury is also pretty good. I need to trade here to make sure, in case I get Frostbolt, that this minion also dies. Okay. There's a chance that... No, I'm guaranteed to get Frostbolt, actually. Okay. Well, at least we know. So I gotta figure out how to answer these guys next turn. Maybe Shifting Scroll will turn into Blizzard. I don't know. We're making a scrap of this at least. Jeez. Hey, Noise of Thunder, man. Thanks for stopping by. Happy you could be here as well. Yeah, I'll check out your card. Jiraxxus's Motor Oil. The art looks a little low res for some reason. It's a little clunky looking. But let's take a look. Jiraxxus's Motor Oil casts Power Overwhelming on all your demons/mechs. At the end of your turn, they blow up in your face for 4 damage each. I like the... I definitely like the fantasy of that one. That's pretty fun, I gotta say. Well, we got close. We got close, guys. Alright, it was gonna be really hard to stabilize. I don't know if I could have played that better at some point. The Fireball Sea Giant might have been a turn, but that didn't actually end up mattering. I don't think there's anything we wanted to later polymorph, so I don't think that was it. He might think this is Ice Barrier and somehow make a misplay. It'd be really hard to... Bone Mirror's been popping up in the meta, and that's insane to me. What a fantastic thing to pop up. Anyway, yeah, Jiraxxus's Motor Oil's cool. I try to tighten up the actual creative aspects of it. Like, the design is good, but the artwork's a little weird, and the font looked a little off, too. I'm not sure why that was, but... I made this card for a previous review. Any opinions? That link's a little dead, but I can sort it out, I think. Let's take a look. That link is not working for me. It goes to a gallery and it says it's not there. Maybe drop the new link, Carvin Boom. Okay, Whizbang number 16. Fail. Both of those mage decks felt okay, though, honestly. They felt like if you played some games, if you were ranked 20 or something, and you knew that deck pretty well, I feel like you could win games with it. So now we're down to Priest. Final deck recipes here. 2 more to go for Whizbang testing. And first we have Shadow Reaper's Revenge. And... I don't know what this is just yet. Let's see. This is Whizbang number 17. It is a Shadow Reaper Anduin deck. Yeah, just like a Shadow Reaper Anduin, kind of a combo deck, it looks like. Yeah, Mind Blast, Velen, Vivid Nightmare. Okay, that's cool. I can work with this. Let's try to combo some people down. It's going to be less optimized, it looks like, than a real one, but nonetheless. New card idea, Counter Awesomeness. The next legendary played is countered. There is no way to really counter minions or anything. Just missed That's Admirable playing a 44 Doppelgangster in Wild. That sounds fun. I like Doppelgangster. What's your Whizbang record now? Oh gosh. I think we're 5-12? No. 4-12? Is that right? I've lost track. I don't know. I think we're 4-12. And yeah, I guess you guys hear the Star Wars music in the background. Yeah, I hear it too. It's pretty loud. Somebody is apparently watching Star Wars in my house at a high rate of audio, but she's not currently aware of me. Let's see. Somebody else submitted a custom card here. Dr. Frankenbot, a Hunter hero card. Battlecry summon Frankenbot's monster. Whenever you summon a mech, magnetize it to this minion, a 7-mana 7/7. That's crazy. And Build-A-Bot, craft a custom Zombot. Think of it magnetic. This seems familiar. I like the mechanical Rexar spin there. That's cool. Do the classic recipes not count for Whizbang? No, they said they would be the 18 most recent ones. So presumably that means they're washing out the. That's kind of weird. My assumption is that means they're going to wash out the classic ones, and of course, they're going to replace the, shuffle or move back the whatever kobolds ones, I guess, and it'll be Witchwood and Boomsday. It's the presumption. I don't really know for sure though. I don't really know how deck recipes work, to be honest. I'm not playing them regularly or checking them out. Do they always build a new deck recipe for every expansion and stuff? I couldn't tell you that myself. This is a pretty sophisticated deck for a deck recipe, by the way. Like, this deck's got a lot going on. This is a pretty crazy deck for a deck recipe. I don't know if that's impressive or scary or what, but that's kind of crazy. Rate of audio. Hey. Hey, that's a good way to say it, okay? Don't make fun of me. When will you review the new cards? Tomorrow, when more are revealed. I have not revealed the last 3 Druid cards. I didn't do the, mulch cards. Just because I didn't want to put out a video just for 3 cards. I kind of got in a weird time gap where I didn't have time to review them on one review, and I didn't want to dedicate a review, so I'm just going to tack them onto the end of the reveals tomorrow. There was a time in life where I probably would have cranked out an extra review for that, but not quite as desperate for videos, so I don't think that's necessary at this point. I guess I can just Shadow Word Pain that thing. I don't know. I'm not sure if I need to be keeping these coins for some sort of specific activation or what. There's only 1 Spellstone in this deck, so it feels like I'm going to have to go off all at once with, whatever combo I want to go off with. Wow. I have an answer to that, at least. This is an Elemental Giants Mage, something like Kibler's list, probably. At least the one he popularized. I don't know whose list it is. It should be called Mexar. That's not a bad name. After the expansion, the deck recipe is going to change. Oh, almost certainly, yeah. Almost certainly there will be new Boomsday. New Boomsday stuff. First time getting to watch it live, says Dark Angel Miles. Well, thanks, dude. And thanks for the kind words. Glad you're here. Keep the coins for Lyra. Yeah. But is there some kind of crazy combo where you, Diamond Spellstone, Vivid Nightmare, try to play as many Mind Blast as you can with the coins, right? Because that seems possible. Like a thing that you might want to do. Right? Maybe I should have just played one of these. I don't know. Because there's a Clockwork Automaton in here, too. I don't know, guys. There's a lot of weird stuff in this recipe. It almost feels like it wants you to do some kind of one big insane turn. How many total minions are in the deck? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think it's trying to build you into one monster. One monster turn. I do not have an answer for that right now. Oh boy, oh boy. I am not feeling happy there. God, I need that other one. Other death. I've been doing awesome in Arena recently, but I'm doing garbage in Constructed. Can't get out of rank 9, but my average Arena wins for 2 weeks is 6.3. Nice, Mage. Hey, just play Arena for now. That sounds fine. I don't think you gotta feel pressure to play Constructed unless you really, really want to. Who knows why? All recipes change per expansion, at least get updated. Just look at this. This is the Kobolds, and it has a Vivid Nightmare Witchwood card. Yeah, good point. Yeah, so they're gonna have all kinds of Boomsday stuff, huh? Wonder if that's somebody's dedicated job, figuring out deck recipes. Psychic Scream off the top, please! I want to play this deck out. It seems super fun. Holy Nova. I would argue less exciting than a Psychic Scream. Far, far less exciting. Maybe I should have Spirit Lashed, but I don't think I need it yet. I am taking 12, though. Maybe I should. I could very easily just be dead to Fireball Ping. But our hand doesn't lend itself to much else. This deck is like kind of like the combo version. Oh, I'm super dead. Yeah, we are 1,000 times dead. Kind of like the combo version people run now, like the Malagos, Velen, Spellstone, but it doesn't have nearly enough early game survivability. There's no... I don't feel like I had any chance to compete there at all. I just got ran over. Maybe if I'd been playing a really slow deck. But I just didn't have time. We even had like a Shadow or Death on the first Mountain Giant. Still just got smorked down. So one last deck left, guys. The Moonlight Vigil. Whizbang. Number 18. What is this all about? This is an odd... kind of control priest, combo priest even, inner fire, glitter moth. Yeah, some kind of Baku control priest. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Cool, Zamario, man. Thanks for sending the custom card. I'm excited to see it. There's a lot to look at, but I'm excited to see them all. What do you think of Boomsday so far? I think it looks awesome. I think it looks like one of the stronger expansions we've seen in a long time. Like, a lot of the cards we've seen so far look very good. I think it's going to be meta-defining for sure, way more than the Witchwood was. I think Blizzard probably heard some of the criticism from the Witchwood and was like, okay, let's crank it up a notch. And that the Witchwood was a little bit weak. Because right now the cards look really strong. I've already given out tons of 5- and 4-star ratings, which does not usually happen, right? Flabidness looks insane. Electra Storm Surge looks insane. The more I think about it, I think Myra's Unstable Element is going to actually be insane. I wish I could go back and re-review that card knowing what I know now, because I think it's going to be really, really good. Or at least really cool. Maybe not really good, but really cool. Which is worth a little bit too, I guess. Alright, I don't know if we're going to be able to keep up here. He has the Stonehill Defender in hand. I'd like to play this next turn. Might work out for us. I don't know how much value the reconnaissance is going to do. Spying may not be that important. Whizbang looks cool. Maybe not competitively strong, as we're finding out today. We're not winning a whole lot of games at the moment, but he looks super cool, and coolness has a lot of merit as far as I'm concerned in Hearthstone. I want to craft even Warlock, but I also want to save for Boomsday. What should I do? I would definitely lean towards saving right now. We're like 10 days, 15 days away from the expansion, guys. It's 2 weeks away. You're gonna perhaps regret it if even Warlock just falls off the planet, you know. You're only going to get to play it for 2 weeks, right? That's just not enough. Oh,
I don't have enough mana.
GG. It's nice knowing you guys. It's game over. Oh, it's like Camilio says, look into your demise, Regis. Look at that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Psychic Scream is the only AoE we have in the deck, and it's 800 light years away. Camelios just showed us our future. He showed us our doom. I just finished watching your YouTube video where you play Spiteful Mage, and that first game where you got Hadronox was insane. I remember the one. It was fun.
Aha.
It was fun. We're so dead. We are super duper dead, guys. He actually didn't play another guy, but I mean, this added so much damage anyway, it doesn't matter. First time anyone has ever used Glitter Moth. We tried to make a Glitter Moth deck a long time ago. Did not work very well. I don't even know if it was better than this. Who knows? But this is terrible. Thoughts on the Priest Lab archetype about cloning? Yeah, I actually already theorized a card a week or so ago based on that. There was a hint in the first blog post that said, that dumb multiplier Zarek. So I made a card about Zarek who clones himself. It's, I don't know, when did I put that out? 6 days ago, apparently, according to YouTube. Here, you can check out my custom Zarek card I made a while ago right here. I do think, after reading the comic, that it'll be more about, Oh, if only we could somehow summon these for free. I do, at the end of the day, think it'll be more about cloning other stuff and like, either like cloning it as a mech or cloning it without its effect or something like that. Because it's like it said they had a robot brain in the comic. I don't think it'll be Zarek cloning himself like I designed originally. So that's the biggest difference from what we know now to what I knew then. Hey, Craven, dude, I'm happy to join you for dinner. Pasta sounds amazing. You mentioned before that Witchwood might be a reset for Hearthstone's power level. Not looking likely anymore. I think that's right. Yeah, Whoa! And there you go. That was it for our 18 decks. At the end of the day, we did not win very many games. I'm honestly not sure if it was 4 or 5, but that is not a good win rate regardless. It doesn't matter in either case. That's a pretty poor performance. But as I've said like a million times in this video, probably all throughout both of the streams for these, I don't think that matters. I don't think that's what's going to make Whizbang the Wonderful compelling for people, particularly not new players, for beginners. I really just think it's about that breadth of experiences, getting to play different kinds of cards, getting to try out legendaries, seeing what hero powers you like, seeing what style of play you like. Are you a control player? Are you an aggro player? Do you like the fantasy of Druid or do you prefer Warlock? Like, there are so many different aspects that Whizbang the Wonderful will introduce new players into that it doesn't matter if he's good. It's still going to be fun. It's still going to be a way for people to play the game that otherwise just don't have a chance to. I have a friend that only plays Tavern Brawls in Hearthstone right now because he just doesn't want to commit to the grind of getting cards, and that's fine. He has fun with Tavern Brawls. Whizbang the Wonderful would be perfect for him because guess what? Now he can have fun in a different way in constructed format without committing so heavily into the game. He can still do quests and have fun and do cool stuff. So love the card regardless of whether or not it's good, and I'm pretty sure it's not good, and I think it's going to be incredibly difficult to hit Legend with Whizbang the Wonderful. Might be possible if somebody gets out really fast in the Boomsday Project and plays decks that are slightly refined while everybody else is still playing unrefined decks, but it's going to be tough. So props to anybody that does it because a lot of those decks weren't very good, and I have to assume the same will be the same for Boomsday Project when it hits too. That said, if you guys have thoughts, comments, questions, of course, leave those in the comments below. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, game on.